morning, and we are going to start the recording. Happy Wednesday. I hope everybody's having a great day out there. And remember, as you come on now, stay to the end because I'm actually going to give away something at the end, okay? And somebody's going to win. We're going to hashtag, well, I'll tell you about that in a minute. But we want to hold these, Will's laughing at me. We want to hold these very short. We want it to be a power source for you. And this is something that Andrea Rosser really helped out with, Myra Miles really helped out with, and said, you know what, this is as much for us as it is for you, okay? So we want you to know that up front, that when we prepare for this, it's like self-development for ourselves. So today, we're going to talk about, the key word is fear, okay? Raise your hand if you don't mind, if you've had situations in your life over your career where you've been scared, right? You've had that nervousness in your stomach. And I put this morning, I want you to think about this before I bring on Coach Myra Miles. Is there something going on in your life right now? Now, I'm pointing to myself, okay? Understand that, because as I was doing this, I'm thinking about myself. Is there things going on in my life right now, your life right now, that's holding us back? And can we really say it's because of fear? See, I wonder how many people actually have gifts. They have talents to give to the world from God, talents from God, but they're not using them because they're scared. They're scared of failing. All right. I know, I look at me and I know that's been myself over my career. There's been points in time where I've been scared to go after it. I've been scared to step out. It might be something as simple as what we're doing right here, but I was scared to do it. So I never did it. And I'm a history buff. I love history. So I went back. I was telling Coach Myra Miles this morning, I went back and I looked at Abraham Lincoln. I challenge you to research Abraham Lincoln. You know, documented as one of the greatest presidents in the United States history, but it took him 28 years of fighting peaks and valleys in a career path. Man, he ran for office multiple times and failed. And then he would apply for something else. Then he would go in a different career path and he would succeed. 28 years. He battled depression. He battled the loss of a loved one. He battled a lot of things in his career, but 28 years, he fought through fear, and he did it anyway. He fought through failure, and he did it anyway. And 28 years later, he became the president of the United States. And I think, what a testimony, what inspiration. And then I thought about myself, and I go, I always love to relate something, as I was a high school football coach, if you don't know. I was a head football coach in the state of Alabama. But before that, I was an assistant coach, and I was just coming up through the ranks. And I'll never forget my first job. I got a chance to be a head football coach, and I was applying for it. And my heart was like this. Can you relate to that? Like boom, 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 boom. And I didn't know if I wanted it. I was scared. And what I was really scared of is I was fearful of failing. I was scared of what people would say about me if I failed. You ever been there? I call it social acceptance, fear of what the social people around you are thinking about you. And then I had a guy, and I'm going to leave you with this, and I hope this is inspiration, wherever you're at in life right now, if it's something you're scared of. I had a guy of great wisdom. I went to him as a source, as a power source to plug in about this. And I said, I'm scared. I'm really scared. I'm scared of failing. And he said, I want to tell you something, son. He said, let me tell you something that you apply to your life forever and always. He said, it's the 80-year-old rule. And I looked at him like, what are you talking about? And he said, good Lord willing, you live to be 80 years old, son. And you're sitting on the front porch one day in your rocking chair and you're rocking back and forth. He said, there's going to be things in your life that you're proud you did, and there's going to be things in your life you wished you would have done. He said, anytime you come up against something you're scared of, that you're fearful of, that you have fear in you about, Ask yourself this question. Good Lord willing, when I'm 80 years old, if I don't do this, will I be disappointed in myself? Good Lord willing, I'm 80 years old and I do this and I step past fear and I go after it, will I be proud of myself? And he said, if you'll have that in your mind, he said, that will make you step past fear a lot of times and go on after it. Take action on it. Because we do have talents. I do believe, and you believe, I know that we were put in this world to thrive, not to survive. But it takes us to step past being fearful of things. I know it does for me. So I'm going to turn this over right now. I'll come back to you at the end, do a little giveaway, but I want to turn it around to Coach Myra Miles. Coach, thanks for being here.
Hey, listen, and wow, that was a really good message, Brent. And, you know, it's so ironic today that my buddy Terry Smith has joined us because one of the most fearful times in my life, guys, was Terry was a part of that. He was a part of my getting better and working through fear. He was a great friend in my career. It was a very difficult time, but I hit it head on with people around me. And it ended up being one of the best things that ever happened to me. So I just want to give you, just like every day, 3 or 4 points to think about. You know, here's a question that you need to ask yourself every single morning when you get up is, you know, what are you afraid of? That's just a simple question. Ask yourself, what are you afraid of? And that question alone is something that holds all of us back. I mean, let's be honest. If we're honest with ourselves, that one question holds us all back. You know, we might be afraid to take the next step in our current job, or might be scared to change our career. You know, every single one of us have been faced with that. But, you know, how do we handle that? Well, you face your fears. You face it head on. You know, we've all experienced fear. And because of that, guess what? It's kept us from going on to new things. Right now is a good time, and I'm a perfect example of this. I've jumped out and done some new things, and it's been really, really good for me. It's helped me to grow as a person. Was it fearful? Absolutely. That's part of our lives. But fear, even though it's unique to every single one of us in every situation in life, it's a very normal part of our lives. And you need to just understand that and accept that it's normal. You just don't let it own you. You know, we can't let fears hold us back because overcoming our fears gives us the greatest satisfaction in our life. You know, and one thing I read this morning, it's so funny how, I don't know if this happens for you, but sometimes you can be reading something. I know I have a period every single morning that I read a couple of things with a devotional, and it relates to what I read today to what I was going to speak about today, what Brent and I decided to talk about. And if you were, you know, back in the day, and some of you may still be terrific athletes, you know, when you talk about running a mile back in the day, you know, I remember 8-minute mile was supposedly the best thing. Well, now people are running miles in 4 minutes or less, but I can remember the first lap, man, you know, it was all right. I thought I was in pretty good shape. The second lap, well, I could kind of feel it kicking a little bit. And the third lap, I was like, oh, dear God, what in the world has happened? And then the amazing thing, I was in the fear factor of the third lap, but because guess what? I could see the vision, the light at the end of that tunnel and the fourth lap. What happened? We got that extra kick. I got the kick and I finished it. And that's the same way you apply to life. Keep your vision in front of you. Any fearful situation, look ahead, look for that light in the tunnel, and just stay focused. Anyways, great, Brent. Hey, back to you, buddy. I'm gonna try to win this product because it's hot right now. I know that.
Hey, thanks so much, Coach Myra Miles. Again, just a power source for me, and I know now so many people. Give a hand up if you're appreciative of Coach Myra Miles and what she's doing. I mean, wow.
And a hand up for Brent. My goodness, what a guy.
Thank you. Hey, so here's the thing. I am going to give away every single day leading up to Friday. Remember, we're doing these Monday through Friday. You can invite anybody you want on. It's just a power source, right? That we all go through, right? We all go through. So this was great for me this morning. But we're going to give away during this time, obviously, you know, everybody's trying to sanitize. Everybody's trying to keep everything clean, right? And we've had a product that we've actually had our hands on for about 7 years, and it's a home detox that we're coming out with on Friday. So it's unbelievable. I'm talking about for viruses, for just things that you can spray on. I mean, it's a big deal. So here's the deal. I won't go through all that. All I want you to do is hashtag detox. Hashtag detox. I'm going to close my eyes. I'm going to go through and I'm going to pick a winner right here. I want you to hashtag detox. I'm going to write you down and we're going to get in touch. Andrea, will you help me with this? Okay. All right. Hashtag detox. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Stop. Great job. We're going to give somebody, listen, this goes on sale for us on Friday, so I'm going to send somebody this. Great for killing everything around your house you don't want, right? To detox everything. So, Andrea Rosser, can you select the winner this morning? And do you want to say anything? I think that's good. Did I give it enough on the detox? It's going to be really good for you, okay? So somebody's going to get this. Who do we got this morning, Andrew?
You've got Julie Bradshaw.
Yeah, Julie.
Julie Bradshaw.
Congratulations.
Great job, Julie Bradshaw. Okay, great for being on. Listen, I'm going to give away every day leading up to Friday, all the way through Friday. I'm going to give this away. So, Julie, we'll get this to you. Guys,
Thank you.
All right. Hey, congratulations, Julie. Guys, go rock today. And remember this, find somebody today, make them have a better day because you showed up. Thank you. We're so grateful for you plugging in, okay? Have a great Wednesday. See you guys. God bless.